So apparently these men are really out here with skirts on, legs out, outside, diddy bopping. Oh God, please help us. So apparently these men are really out here with skirts on.
Black tee, black hat shirt, little tights, black hat dress.
Alright, we go eye-cast polo, eye-cast lace straight on the bottoms, and go AR drawers.
And still somewhere, a woman is saying, I didn't know he was gay.
Sven'gramz. Boy, we are in trouble. The young guys, I was about to say YN, but they're wearing skirts. My brother sent me a video a few days ago. Look, man, talk to your sons. Because a lot of sons, father's not in the house. So mothers, try to talk to your sons. We are in dire need, bro. We need unity like a breath of fresh air. I want y'all to watch this video. Try not to judge it. We're showing these videos for understanding purposes, not judging purposes. Something's mentally wrong with us. We love celebrities. We love to dick ride. I don't see melanated people are some of the best dick riders. Do you know we got a worship gene? Y'all don't believe this, huh? Go pull it up. Look, do your own research. We have a worship gene. Check it out. Check this video out. Leave it in the comments, man. We need help. We are mentally ill, man. Sven'gramz. Like, share, and subscribe. It's a damn shame. 7.
Now, this is where we get into this. Everything that you see taking place right now was setting up the stage for asymmetrical biochemical and frequency warfare, right? So a mosquito sample from Evansville is tested positive for West Nile virus, making the first case in Vanderburgh County this year, right? So like I said, there's going to be a second wave that's going to happen. There's going to be a second wave that's going to be connected to the Henry Kissinger's National Memorandum 200. He was the Secretary of State of 1975. I'm going to show you that as we get through the presentation. Now, this is what we got this phenomenon going, right? Because the more you go down the rabbit hole, it's going to lead you to the fact that frequency warfare is what's activating this pestilence, right? Because there's a lot of energies on the planet right now. You got these coronal mass ejections, you got the Schumann resonance spiking, while you have negative synthetic frequencies that's trying to siphon the energy of our genetic upgrades, right? And that's what's causing the manipulation of the molecular structure of everything that's connected to the ecological systems of nature and the mycelium network of nature. So you can see it right here. Not a coincidence. This is not a conspiracy. But a lot of people are not understanding that this is another fungus, right? And it's all being perpetuated by frequencies, right? Frequency warfare is happening on the planet. And a lot of people are not going to be able to fathom the immensity of what I'm basically trying to extrapolate, is because you cannot see frequencies because we only see 10% of the electromagnetic spectrum. So you cannot see, inside of the lower fourth dimension, which is where the great majority of these frequencies is being bombarded from, right? So, again, frequency warfare that's creating all these pestilences. So this is where we get into this. You got a zombie fungus found in Scotland, but don't worry, we're not in a Last of Us situation yet. There's a video or a series that's out on HBO Max called The Last of Us. And it's basically talking about, people being in a state of zombification due to the manipulation of the neurological functions that's being engineered by a fungus, a rare fungus that acts like cordyceps fungus, which is inspired by The Last of Us, was recently discovered in the rainforest of Scotland. I'm telling y'all, they setting up the stage for the next form of pestilence. They setting the stage for the next shutdown. So prepare for it, right? So you got to watch this video, this movie, The Last of Us, on HBO Max. Now, got a video. So like I said, I'm going to show you this video right here. Everybody put the rice bowls in the chat. You already know what time it is. We cooking up that esoteric knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying? We connecting all the dots. All right. So before we get so far in the presentation, when I go into frequency warfare, I have to show you what's taking place in this video first before we get into that, you know, metaphysical dynamic.
They found him across the city in a backyard, naked, holding a Bible, where they used a taser to bring him down.
So like I said, he was basically, you know, disrobed himself and he's holding a Bible. Like I said, frequency warfare is one of those things where a lot of people are going to start, you know, becoming mentally crazy, right? That's because the frequencies doesn't harmonize with certain people's neurological functions because they're operating from the hope field network, meaning that they don't have enough storage space in their brain to take upon these new energies. And over the course of time, they're going to short circuit and glitch out, just like this guy right here.
Sven'gramz, look, just listen. If y'all think this is not real.
New federal agencies who have been surging on the streets of the District of Columbia are going to enforce the laws that are already on the books here in Washington, D.C. For far too long, these laws have been completely ignored, and the homelessness problem has ravaged the city. So D.C. Code 22-1307 and D.C. Municipal Regulation 24-100 give the Metropolitan Police Department the authority to take action when it comes to homeless encampments. So homeless individuals will be given the option to leave their encampment, to be taken to a homeless shelter, to be offered addiction or mental health services, and if they refuse, they will be susceptible to fines or to jail time. Again, these are pre-existing laws that are already on the books. They have not been enforced, which is part of the reason for this federalizing of the National Guard to bring in this assistance for law enforcement. While we are targeting criminals and trying to remove criminals off of the streets, we also want to make DC safe and beautiful, and that involves removing mentally disturbed individuals in homeless encampments as well. So we will be using these regulations and code that already exist.
See, shout out to you, B-dell. Love you, my nigga. Look, I'm playing this shit because this was on the news. Some of y'all probably heard it. Look, man, we gonna have to fight. It's gonna get to a point where we gotta create a system where you can self-sustain. Learning how to be homestead. You know how to make your own medicine. You know how to fix your own shit. We lived like this before. This is not nothing brand new. This is not nothing like hard. Some of y'all already got gardens. I'm just talking about all the speculation. You see it all day. You see it. It's no more lying to yourself. So let's just get prepared. This is not out of fear. We band together mentally. Some of us, we could meet each other, but you know, this is not no force to fit in type shit. If you don't want to do it, just chill. Ain't no harm, no foul. But the ones that know what's going on and not taking it like, oh, what's going on? No, we're not scared. We just got to get prepared. That's all. That's all this is. Go to B-dell, hit the subscribe to him. I fuck with people that do real work. Sven'gramz, Amen Light Church. Let's go.